there guys, it's Kristine with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I'm back to share a clean and simple Sunday card. I haven't done that in a while, and I thought I would share that with you today because I was playing with the Honeybee bundle from the Spring Mini catalog. This includes the Honeybee Cling stamp set and the detailed bee dies from the Spring catalog. So I have a link to this catalog on my blog if you don't have it, a copy of it in your hands. It's page 30 where this bundle is highlighted, and this is not a bundle that's going to translate or transfer into the new catalog coming in June. So if you like this card, you like the set, or it's been on your wish list for a while, you should consider getting this one because this is a beautiful, beautiful stamp and die set. And I highly recommend the bundle in this case because the bundle is phenomenal. It really makes the whole stamp set come alive when you have the ability to cut out the components that are fairly intricate, as well as it gives you a few extra dies that are really fabulous that don't match up with any stamp sets. So for example, this honeycomb die, we're going to use this today. There's no stamp that it corresponds with. It's just a really cool honeycomb that you can die cut. And then there's also this beautiful detailed bee that cuts, that's really, really pretty. And then you get some extra little hearts too that don't outline any of the shapes. It's just a random extra image that you get to cut. So we're going to use the large bee die and the honeycomb from the die set today. And we're going to make a really cute, clean and simple card. I'm also going to show you how to decorate an envelope with this set, or one way to decorate an envelope. And then I'll show you a little bit more intricate card at the very end. So we're going to start with our simple one, and we're going to start with a Whisper White thick base card. Cut the standard size, 8.5 by 5.5, and oops, we're going to use the bone folder here to get a nice crisp fold. And then we're going to start by die cutting. Let's see, we're going to stamp out a large bee with Memento black ink, just like that. And then we're going to use the die to cut this shape out. We're just going to line this up, and then I like to use a little bit of tape to secure it so it doesn't shift in my die cutting machine. So we're going to run that through, and then we're also going to run through the honeycomb shape on this piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. It's just a scrap. We'll run these two through the die cutting machine, and what we come out with is a really pretty little delicate honeycomb and a beautiful bee. So we're going to glue the honeycomb to the base card using some mono liquid glue, multi-liquid glue. And I am barely squeezing the bottle. I'm just dotting little tiny dots of adhesive, mostly around the edges, then a bit in the middle. I'll touch some, but mostly the edges because I want the edges to stay down nice and not lift. Very tiny dots, so you don't have to squeeze it hard. You don't want to blob out some glue on here. Just like that. Then we're going to glue this part about 1/3 of the way up from the bottom of the base card. And I'm just lining up these two honeycombs with the edge of the card, and I'm just going to tap it down like this. And then that's going to, this is going to dry really nice and very quickly. That glue dries super fast. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this bee that we die cut, and we're going to add some dimensional adhesive to this. Now when I cut out the honeycomb, my die cutting machine is getting kind of old, and I needed to put an extra piece of cardstock, a piece of scrap over top, so that it creates sort of a shim and gives a little bit of extra pressure. If you're having trouble cutting that for some reason, it's probably because of your die cutting machine, so you just need to add a little shim and you'll get a perfectly cut honeycomb. So I'm going to lay this here to the side of the honeycomb so we can see most of it. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to stamp my sentiments. So there's several beautiful sentiments. I'm just going to stamp hello right in the middle of my little strip here, like this. And then I'm going to cut the ends of it into a little fishtail. And then we're going to use dimensional adhesive on the little strip as well to pop that up. I'm only going to put 2 little hexagons of this here, because when I lay this on the card, the bee itself is going to support the end, so I don't have to put any adhesive on the end. It'll be the same height and it'll support it. So I'm going to line this up with the edge of the card, cover just the bottom of his legs, and make sure it's nice and straight across the bottom. Just like that. So that's the stamping we're doing. Now to finish this off, I'm going to use some of these gold metallic pearls. I'm going to put one on the bee. I'm going to add one here onto the sentiment. And then I'll add a third up here. Just like that. And that finishes the card for today. Very, very simple, super clean and simple. So to dress up the envelope, I thought it would be fun to do some stamping on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a regular medium whisper white envelope, and I have a couple of Post-it notes here. And I'm going to line the Post-it note up with the edge, the fold of the envelope flap, just like this. And we're creating a mask so that when we stamp the flap of the envelope, we don't get any ink on the front part of the envelope. So we'll take and we'll use the Daffodil Delight ink and one of the flower images from the stamp set. And I'm just going to random stamp some pretty flowers on the envelope here, the envelope flap. And I'm just kind of going back and forth and turning it so that it looks random. And yeah, I like that. I like how that looks. Just like this. And then when we remove the masks, we have a beautiful envelope flap already stamped. Then for the front of the envelope, I'm going to add another bee just to kind of tie it all together. And I'm going to sort of stamp some of his wings off to the side. So there's plenty of room to write the address and add the stamp. And that's that. And now you have this beautiful matched set of an envelope and card. So that's the clean and simple card for today. I also was playing with the set, and I came up with a couple of other ideas, and I thought I'd show one to you. I'm not going to make this card, but I'll at least show you what it looks like. It came out really pretty, I think. It's very bright and cheerful. This is Daffodil Delight base card, and I used the same flower image to just do tone-on-tone stamping. Daffodil Delight ink on Daffodil Delight cardstock. I just random stamped flowers. Then I used the So Sweetly dies from the Spring Mini Catalog, and I cut a white scalloped panel out, and I also stamped a Daffodil Delight beehive and die cut that and die cut into one of those large bees, and I used a gold faceted gem in the center of the bee. It's really pretty. This card, it looks nice on camera, but it's gorgeous in real life. I'm really shocked at how pretty it is. It's super cheerful because it's so yellow. And then I also decorated an envelope to match this one as well. So just another idea. But this stamp set is retiring, and the Stampin' Die bundle and stamp set, the whole product line is retiring in this theme. And so if you want to get this, I really recommend you pick it up before, I would say, May 15th, just to make sure you get both components of it, because you're going to want the dies on this one. So I will put a link to my shop in the comments, above the comments, and I'll have pictures of these cards, close-up pictures, on my blog at queencitystampart.com. So thanks so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you, and take care.